So now we are here with the last chlorine that will share another 1 electron, because always remember, chlorine has 7 valence electrons all the time, whatever element, whatever atom that it will be bonded with. So chlorine has this 7 valence electrons, right? So we'll have 7. Let's draw more 7 electrons. Forgive me with my drawing. I know my writing is not really, but I'm just letting you understand the concept here. So here, chlorine has 7 valence electrons now. So this chlorine is also stable because it has already 8 valence electrons. What about carbon now? How many electrons carbon has?
8.
8. Is it stable now?
Yep.
Yep. So on the this is what I'm trying to say. All these elements, all these atoms, when they bonded together, they should attain stability. That's the purpose why they bonded, because they have to attain stability. And according to octet rule, in order for them to become stable, they should have 8 valence electrons. All right. And now chlorine, this one has 8 valence electrons. This chlorine here has 8 valence electrons. This chlorine here has 8 valence electrons. And at the same time, carbon on this at the center has also 8 valence electrons. So all of them are now stable. So if you're going to write now the formula of this compound that is formed, you always start with the lesser electronegative. Let's go back with your, let's try to see your periodic table. I hope we can, let me access first the periodic table here. Did you see this one?
Yeah.
Okay. There are, wait, let me check periodic table with electronegativity. Just one moment. Okay, here Jada, this is a periodic table that, wait, I hope you're seeing this one right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, periodic table of the elements with electronegativity. So when you write a chemical formula, you start with the lesser electronegative element. So let's have carbon. Let's go back. We have carbon and chlorine, right? C and Cl. So carbon has 2.55 electronegativity. If you want to search this one, wait, let me just go ahead and copy paste this one and then have this sent into your in the chat box later. So we have carbon here is 255, chlorine is 3.16. So which has lesser electronegativity?
Carbon.
Carbon. So carbon, you always write with you will always start with the lesser electronegative. So it will be this one. So C and then Cl. But you are going to write numbers, subscript, that will represent how many atoms of carbon, how many atoms of chlorine are involved during this process, during this bonding. So how many atom of carbon is there in the bonding?
1.
1. So 1. But in writing chemical formula, Jada, you don't need to write 1 if it is just 1. You will start writing the numbers or the subscripts if that is 2 up. Okay? So if it is 1, that understandable here, that is understood that, okay, when there's none written there, that's only one atom of that element, okay? For chlorine, of course, you have a different number for chlorine. How many chlorine atoms are there?
4.
4. So you're right, 4. So the chemical formula now is CCl4 for this compound. Okay? CCl4, this is now the chemical formula of the compound. Now the question, is it ionic or covalent? That's the question there. That's a choice that you are going to make, right? Mm-hmm. So what do you think? Is it ionic or covalent? Did you already have an idea about ionic and covalent? Because
Kind of.
yeah, because I remember there was a table last time that you're going to determine whether it's ionic or covalent, right? And you're going to subtract their I think it's on the other side of, I mean, it's the other part of the
Assignment.
the assignment. Let me check. Let me scroll down. Here. So see here, you are going to subtract. If you're going to find a difference, oh, there's a table here that gives you the electronegativity of the elements, the one in the worksheet. So here, if you subtract and then you got 4.0 difference, that's ionic. But if you got 1.7, that's polar, and then 0.4 non-polar. So between these numbers, that is still polar. When you reach this number and then below, that's non-polar. And then between these numbers and 1.7, between these are ionic, okay? So let's subtract. Carbon is, what is the electronegativity of carbon?
2.5.
2.5, okay. How about chlorine?
3.0.
3.0. So 3.0 minus 2.5, right? What's the difference?
0.5.
0.5. So what is it now? Covalent or ionic?
Covalent.
Covalent, perfect. So you have to encircle this covalent here. Where is that? Let us go back here. So I just give you the exact answer for this exercise, and at the same time, it's an example. And I hope you can do the other one and the rest, because I know we'll be encountering more and more of these kind of exercises that you have to determine whether it's ionic or covalent, and they're going to show whatever the how are they bonded together, like this one right here. Okay. Okay. Did you get it? Okay, perfect. Appreciate your time, Jada. I really do, because again and again, I'm telling you, you're the only one always checking in my Zoom class. So thankful, I appreciate your time, that you really put effort, like, asking questions and things that you did not understand with this lesson, because that's how you do it. I mean, that's how, student works. I mean, if you're not sure with your answer, if you don't know what you're doing, you can just simply ask your teacher. And I'm just here. As what I've told you always, that I am here. I'm ready to answer your questions. I'm ready to help you. And I always put that reminder in Google Classroom. If you read that one in Google Classroom, I always make the announcement there that, the Zoom meeting is always open the entire day. I'm just here ready to listen to you, ready to answer your questions. And that's it. So now that you have it here, I have given you actually the example, a bonus answer for this CCl here for the carbon and chlorine. So that's good for you already, because you know already how to make that one here in the second column. And then also when we do more of the work, especially the worksheets that I have given to you for this week, that's another way of determining whether it's ionic bonding and covalent bonding. And this exercise right now that we are doing, that we did here in Zoom, will help you answer that question, because that will also help you. But that is just quite different, because of course you're going to draw the diagram, of the atom. Here, I'm just showing you this type of presentation of this bonding, how carbon bonds with 4 chlorine atoms. Okay, so is there any question?
No, that was it.
Okay, all right. Appreciate your time once again, Rita, and thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.